give us his words.
For the Grand Knight, for the Deputy Grand Knight. Good evening, gentlemen. My name is Matthew Dunn, Chief Squire of St. Joseph, the Carpenter's Circle, 5197, and Chief Squire of the State of California. I'm a senior over at Whitney High School. I'm 16 years old, and joined the Columbian Squires when I was in 6th grade and have been a member ever since. Okay. Sorry about that.
There you go. He's okay. You got it. Your fault.
Being a member of the Columbian Squires has been a key role in my development as a man and has taught me many of the principles I live by today. The experience I gained as a squire has helped touch every aspect of my life. It has helped me in school academically, in marching band, drum and bugle corps, and even in my tenure as a senior 4-year Air Force Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps cadet. Regardless of the activity, the Squires has helped me make me better at it. Because of my personal experience with these benefits, I want to help spread this experience to youth in Lincoln and all over the state of California. My mission as a local chief squire and the state chief squire is to connect youth in the Catholic Church to the squires. I feel that the unity of Catholic youth is vital to our church and that the Columbian Squires is the perfect vessel for that. Locally, I have been working with my chief counselors, Mr. David Lucci and Mr. Richard Scazzari, to make our circle larger and increase the qualities of brotherhood and esprit de corps. We are to keep a healthy balance between community service, like serving at Sisters Jubilee, spirituality through praying at every meeting, and having fun, like riding on Mr. Lucci's boat in the pond in his property. It's pretty fun. On the state level, State Chief Counselor Armando Men and I have been working to enhance the experience by establishing official regional squire conferences and events to really help connect us, even though, because it's really hard to do with our state convention, so we can have some groups together in Northern California, Southern California. We can really know what it means to be brother squires. I feel that all Catholic youth should share the type of bond that I have felt as a squire, but I feel like the Catholic Church has been losing the support of the younger members. It's kind of a sad thing to see. In today's world, there was a growing disregard for God in this church, and as a high school student, I've never felt a spiritual bond with my Christian and Catholic classmates as much as I would like to. Sometimes it just feels like spirit is simply not of an interest of them, and according to some, being a Catholic is just too stringent and boring, and others just seem to have a more earthly, material lifestyle and worship only what is here on earth and have no regard for what's them after this life. I'll be honest, when I was growing up, putting Christ first in my heart was a hard thing to understand, but now, growing and maturing as a Catholic and being here as a state chief squire and a squire for 6 years has really helped me learn what it means to put Christ first. I understand now all he has done for me and everyone else on this earth. Every single thing I see every day and that I have the opportunity to partake in is because of him. Food I just ate, the mother and the father I have, the brother and the sister, this roof over my head, the roof over that I sleep in. Every single thing was because of his grace, and he has blessed me with that. He's blessed all of us with that. And I feel that my fellow youth have been having a hard time understanding that. God has given us so much, and I feel that it is my duty as a Catholic to help repay that and spread his ministry and spread his word. So I try to tell my friends and say, hey, you want to join the Squires? And they say, oh, what's that? So well, we do some ministry, things like that. Well, what's ministry? What does it mean to help God? What does it mean to help repay God? How can someone, just a human being, give back to an almighty power? Well, I said, well, it's easy. Just quote some scripture in Matthew 25, verse 35 to 36. For I was hungry and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger and you invited me. Naked and you clothed me. I was sick and you visited me. I was in prison and you came to me. That's what ministry means. There is so much impoverished in our world. God can't do everything. It's what our youth, we're the young people. We're supposed to help God live in his word, spread his word, work his ministry, for he has given us so much. The small sacrifice that us kids can do from now on until the day we die and for the life past after is to help God in that. But it's not a task that's easy and can't be done overnight, and neither can I do it myself. My plan of action in mobilizing the local Catholic youth is encouraging more and more young boys to join the Lincoln Squires. The more I can get involved, the more the message can be spread. It will be important to have a strong squire circle here for the squires of the present, of the night of the future, right?
Right.
Also, this current school year, I established Whitney High School's first ever Catholic club, Through this, I plan to pull together my Catholic youth and my in Rockland and help spread ministry and get them fired up about their faith. My club prays together, we have meals together, and find things to do like fun food drives, clothing drives, to do the ministry that Matthew described in his verse in chapter 25. Finally, I think that also the construction of the new parish hall will open up so many opportunities for the youth in our church to do some Catholic-based bonding activities. I dream to see Catholic youth of all ages meeting with each other, bonding as children of God, and talking about their faith. Because that is something that all Catholic youth should have in their hearts first. Live in righteousness. It's hard to keep track of everything that's going on with all the NBA hotshot stars and all the NFL people and all the celebrities. We seem to put that first. But hey, we wouldn't even have any of that if it wasn't for God. God gave us everything. So no matter what we find in our life, no matter how fun it is and how fun it is to partake in that, we all have to realize that God gave it to us. It was His grace. He blessed us with that grace. So we must be worthy of that grace. We can't just take it. We have to earn it in our hearts. And that's why I have now felt that fire lit my heart, and I want to spread that fire with all of my fellow squires, other Catholic youth, other Christian youth, any children of God need to have that fire in them. I dream of a Catholic youth living to serve God in everything they do, living in righteousness, living with the grace over their heads. I dream of a Catholic youth that strive to live as Christ did, humbly and spiritually, and always looking to do righteous work, always looking to help others, did as Christ did when He was here on earth. And I feel that groups like the Columbian Squires and Catholic clubs is a way to spread His message and make it an essential part of their lives. With those things like that, we can make this all possible. It won't be easy, and the time it might take to fully achieve all of this is unknown. But that's why I want to start now, so that the future of God's kingdom on earth may be filled with fired-up Catholic youth ready to do His work. I would like to thank all you Brother Knights for giving me this opportunity to speak before you all today. I'd like to thank the Grand Knight, Joe Crawford, and the Deputy Grand Knight, Conley, and I would also like to open up the floor to any questions if any of y'all have for me.
You're outstanding. You want to marry my daughter?